know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, man. I'm back. I was just walking, watching Boss Talk. I had to come up here real quick, man, and give OG a few pointers. I give OG a few pointers, man. Make sure y'all subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that notification button so you know when I'm up here. And please, man, hit that like button on the comment. Please hit that like button. Big shout out to all of my knowledgeable people out there. This is what we do, street knowledge. And thanks to everybody that been supporting the movement, man. For real, everybody drop a cash app. Keep this train rolling. This is what we doing, man. So, I just get in. I want to surf the YouTube page, the YouTube streets to see what's going on. I see Boss Talk up there. They got the Dame Dash call out 50 Cent. Um, yeah, y'all know the rest. Y'all go to Boss Talk and check it out. Use this under fair use. I like Boss Talk podcast. I rocks with them. Like OG, big up the OG. Speak his mind. Speak his opinion. He has his opinion, and I think he's a very sharp person. But this one right here, he ain't attacked this one right. I'm gonna let y'all hear what they say, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give my commentary on it, and give OG a little class on this one. Rocks with OG, good dude. All right, let's go.
He is something, man. He did a lot for the culture, man. So yeah, shout out to Dame Dash, who if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have Jay-Z, you wouldn't have Kanye, you wouldn't have Kevin Hart, you wouldn't have, if you take Dame Dash out of the picture, you don't have a camron, you don't have a Dipset, you don't have no, you don't have them. It affects their careers. It affects their careers if Dame Dash don't put his hand in it, and you know that.
You cannot deny my destiny. With you or without you, I'm gonna be. They got where they were through their talent. All he had was money. I told you on the.
OG said they got what they have through their talent. All he has was money. OG's a very sharp dude, man. OG's a very sharp dude. You gotta know that the music business is 10% talent and 90% business, man. Straight like that. And that's a fact. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna let him finish. And then I'm gonna break the rest down to OG. Don't get it twisted. I rocks with OG and all I speak his opinion. Dave Dash, my boy, love him to death. You know, everybody's all over the place with their opinions and mixed signals, and it is what it is. It's a crazy situation, but yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna let y'all finish listening to a little bit of it, and then I'm gonna finish breaking it down to him why it's 10% business. I mean 10% music. That's hard to take anybody anywhere because there's a lot of people that really have hit records, and the records don't even be going nowhere. But it's the business part about it. That's where the Dame Dash come in at. And this is where Boss Talk trying to let OG know. But we're going to finish letting him hear.
The initial that he came and tried to give Def Jam $300,000 to put uh, Jay-Z on. He wasn't talented. He just had the money.
That's where he wrong at right there. Said he tried to give Def Jam $300,000. And OG too sharp for that. That means OG just didn't know how it went. Him and Jay-Z been pushing to get signed. Jay-Z used to run with Big Daddy Kane on stages and everywhere. Big Daddy Kane was at his prime. Jay-Z was running around with Kane, opening up while Kane going in the back and change his clothes. And, that's just one scenario of it. But he was running with a big dog. Big Daddy Kane was a big giant back then. And let Jay-Z do his thing. And whatever other shows Jay-Z was doing and all that, he was doing that fast rap. He didn't have that suave rap that he got now. He was doing that fast rap then. He never went nowhere. And he was with somebody that was more popular than Dame Dash at the time. Never went nowhere. He met Dame Dash through Clark Kent, DJ Clark Kent. They was pushing. Dame Dash already was doing music with another group that he had. Um, I think it was signed or with the label. He was, yeah, I think he was signed with a label or whatever it is. Dame Dash was, you know, kind of in the territory of in those labels, face to face with, you know, execs up there, whatever. So it was running, setting up meetings with for Jay-Z. And all of the meetings that they was having for Jay-Z got turned down. They said Jay-Z looked too old. They wasn't feeling none of that right now. They didn't want to take a chance with him. These are facts. These are facts. OG, I'm just give you a little quick class on what's going on. So what they did, they said, we're gonna take matters in our own hand. And they all put money in together and they created the label Rockefeller. Him, Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Jay-Z, and Biggs. Created Rockefeller, put the project together, got Ski, what was the name? The producer dude. They had him do the whole album. Long story short, they put the album out on their own. And the joint took off. And I think they was on Priority. Priority was doing the distribution, and then Def Jam wants to jump in and ride the wave. And those are the reasons when Dame was woofing on them, because after they ride the wave and partnered up with Def Jam, got their own office in Def Jam. Def Jam doing a little sneaky stuff. That's why you see him screaming on Kevin Liles, because Kevin Liles trying to sneak in their tour that they paid money for. Def Jam ain't want to put no money up, but they put their name on the shirts just because they are in the Def Jam building. But that ain't fair to them. Y'all ain't putting no money up. Y'all ain't helping promote nothing, but you want to put your stuff on our shirt. We got a partner deal with y'all. Y'all didn't do us no favors. We was already rocking before we got with Def Jam. So they didn't try to give Def Jam no money for Jay-Z. Def Jam was following the wave that they created already. And that's when the saga began with the bull crap. Now, when it came to Camron, once again, like Boss Talk was trying to tell you, Camron had a deal on the table. He was with Rivera and Biggie Smalls running with their label. It started getting quiet for Camron. And Camron reached out to Dame. Dame took her to Rockefeller. And he created the song Old Boy. That was one of his biggest hits. That was worldwide, bigger than he ever had in his life. Because the business was done right. And he had to go in there and scream on people and do the business part of it to get Cam off of that deal. Other than that, you probably would have never heard no Camron, like Boss Talk is trying to tell you. Talent don't just take you nowhere. The business do in this game is rough. Plenty of people could tell you about hits that they had and they never went nowhere. And that's a fact. And next you got Kanye West. Kanye West was doing beats and, you know, he wanted to get signed. That was his end goal. And they saying that Jay didn't want to be a part of signing him. And Dave Dash took it upon himself and said, nah, I think he gonna do good. I'm gonna sign him. And Dame Dash put him out, put his project together. He had a car accident, but he still fought through it. He did a single with the braces on his mouth through the wire and still put that record out. And like Dame Dash had faith in him to put it out with a broke jaw, mouth wired up, did the song, and it was a phenomenal hit. That's called a person that know how to read talent and know what they're doing and get out there and fight for the artist. That's what Dame did, OG. And if Kanye would have been gate kept all the time and we ain't signing him, you probably never would have heard of Kanye. Just probably through his beats. And maybe it would have been another way that he would have came out, maybe, but it might would have been different if he came out somewhere else. Rockefeller and that energy was moving and moving strong. So it was like everything Dame was touching was turning to gold. Same thing with Cam. It was a possibility he might would have went another route and got around the Dame situation, but it might still would have been different. Mike wouldn't have went and took off the way it was. So that's what Boss Talk is trying to tell you. Then you got Kevin Hart. When Dame knew he wanted to do a movie, they wanted to use a comedian. So him and my bro, Jay, which his name is Jay Black, they went down to a comedy spot and they went and was looking at a lot of comedians doing their little acts and they 1-2s. Um, and guess who was in there? Kevin Hart was in there. So Kevin Hart go up there and do his 1, 2, 3, whatever, do his thing on the thing. And Kevin Hart recently just spoke about it. You can look that up. Dame was watching him. My bro Jay Black was watching him. And my brother Jay Black tells Dame, yo, man, that's the one right there. You need to get him. They got over after his show was over. Dame got with him. I think it was backstage, wherever it was. They went and talked with him, and he told him, yeah, man, come downtown and come meet with me. And the rest was history. You got the movie Paper Soldiers. And then after that, he put him in Death of a Dynasty. A few, and I want to say State Property too, also. Those are the movies that made Kevin Hart never look back. So this is what Boss Talk tried to tell you, OG. He's a big factor with a lot of people. Everybody keeps using the line, if you made hove, make another hove. He did, Kanye West. And Kanye has surpassed Jay-Z. He's like the Michael Jackson of hip hop, of this rap stuff at this point. And a lot of that is because what the formula that they had at Dame Dash and Jay-Z and Biggs created with just creating the record label. And that's what I'm saying. So it wasn't no money that Dame had and they had the talent. They still would have blew up anyway. No, it was the business part. That comes before the money. You got to know how to maneuver that money, but maneuver it the correct way with that business and get your artist put in the right position, drop the record at the right time, and then make sure it's on the right radio stations. And that's when you maneuver the money around. Make sure the street team is in position and hitting all the important places with the promo, all of the above. That's how that gets done. And it requires, being stern sometimes on certain people. But and that just is to each his own how you handle your business and all that. But people worried about how he was handling his business, but they wasn't worried about it when he was screaming and yelling at the white people that was running Def Jam when he was screaming for the artists and getting results done. But now everybody want to scream and say how he was screaming on people. He didn't scream on people that for reasons of showing off, or it was for gain for his artists. Now, if he screamed on some staff members, a lot of people scream on their staff members. I scream on my team sometime when things get like that. Jazzy said Cam had a point though. Cam's talent is picking talent. Cam had a point. Dame's talent is picking talent. That's a fact. But now he's trying to become the talent. Yeah, by I guess doing his records or whatever, he's trying to find himself doing something. But at the end of the day, Dame put out an album, We Are the Champions album. So he was being talented then. It's the same way how DJ Clue put out an album, DJ K Slay put out an album, DJ Drama put out an album, DJ Khaled put out an album. Dame had the same way, and he was doing the talking over it. So he was being talented back then. So we can't forget that part. And that's a fact. So Camron with that one. However it may go, it was his album. Jazzy said, and bring it back up to remove the fake King of New York show off. I count off when you sample my voice rule. Before you used to rap like the Foo Snickens. Right. That's how Jay-Z used to rap, like the Foo Snickens. Ro Will said, all this good Dame has done, why is he considered the bad guy in real life? You know, people chase money. Nas designed your blueprint. Who you kidding? To the Izzy. Nas lyrics. And see what it is when people is up right now. As soon as Dame good to get back in position and start making his movies and all that money start coming in and coming in, people praise that. Jay-Z and them still on top. Cam got a little show right now and it's rocking, it's doing his thing, and he's making some money. So, you know, people gonna cater to that. As soon as Dame get back in position, got a hit movie out, hit show that's coming on BET right now called OG Stories, the paid in full edition. And as soon as all that start rolling and taking off, everybody be that was do all that talking, be sliding over there riding nuts. And that's all it is. People always forget when you do good. And in the same token, though, I gotta be 1,000. Which Dame wasn't even going back and forth with them because that brings this type of stuff to make people look at you sideways and all that. And that's my bro, love him to death. But doing that make people think that you're weak. Doing that apology make people think that you're weak because you're apologizing. And, you know, in his mind, he might say, yeah, I'm just want to go to apologize. I don't need it to apologize to y'all because I want something or need something. He probably just thought about it. It might lead to other things, which is not good. So he's taking a different approach. But sometimes it is, I don't even know if I really even like to hear he apologize. But that's him. I can't tell another grown man what to do. But I'm looking like, damn, man. If it was me, I'd have just been flipping and I wouldn't even been doing the nice talk. I'd have been like, yo, you ain't this. Yo, what? Like, you lost your mind. Who you talking to? Matter, we ain't even gotta do no talking. Where you want me at? Let's talk face to face then, man. But going back and forth, I ain't with all that right there. I wasn't feeling it, man. But I had to come sit down and chop it up with y'all, man, because a lot of things getting out of hand. A lot of people got their opinions. So, if I hear something, I'm going to let a person know, how it goes in real reality. I can't make these things up, but I wanted to break it down, man. I wanted to break it down for OG. Like I said, I rock with OG. Respect for OG. I be listening to a lot of the show on Boss Talk, and he have his opinion on things. And when a man got their opinion, then you know I don't go against their opinion, but I will if something ain't all the way correct in their opinion, then I'll break it down for them with factual things. If I don't know, then I won't speak on it. It is what it is. So that's why I had to come in and break that down. For real. But yeah, I got to roll, y'all. I just got in, man. I had to come in and get y'all opinion and chop it up with y'all real quick and give OG this good little conversation real quick where he ain't saying it right. Because it didn't giving Def Jam 300,000 and all that. And I'm just talking about how it started at the beginning of each person that he put on career. Jay-Z, Cam, Kevin Hart, Kanye, all of the above is what I'm saying. Smooth, what up? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And Jazzy said, It appears Nas could see through all of this. Ain't right. That's a fact. Nas is on deck. Huh? But yeah, man. I'ma see y'all, man. I'ma get with y'all tomorrow, man. I got more talk, man. I gotta sit back and put some things together while I'm in the crib, man. Talk with y'all later.